The search for that missing cobra at the Bronx Zoo has finally come to an end. So what is next for this popular fanged fugitive? We've got NBC's Peter Alexander, who's been on the case since it began at the Bronx Zoo with details. Hey, Peter, good morning.
On this case all weekend, thanks very much. It's worth noting that the Bronx Zoo finally did catch this thing. How did they do it? How do you catch a cobra? Apparently with a set of tongs and something that looks a little bit like a golf club. The Bronx Zoo's now famous snake is safe, and for that matter, so are the rest of us.
It's alive!
Our not-so-long national nightmare is over. And unlike Anaconda or Indiana Jones, this is the real thing. So here she is, easily the country's most famous Egyptian cobra. I mean, really, can you think of another? Alive and well, and for the moment, in quarantine.
And right now she's resting comfortably and secure in the reptile house.
After an unauthorized 6-day sabbatical, the elusive 20-inch cobra was found Thursday morning, coiled in a dark and secluded corner inside the zoo's reptile house, just as the zoo director had predicted.
The key strategy here in recovering this snake was patience.
Patience and apparently wood shavings that were scented with mice and rats in hopes of luring the baby cobra out of hiding. So how'd the potentially deadly snake sneak out? The zoo is still investigating. Still, the staff was clearly relieved. Their news release alone gave that away.
Look where he was today before they caught him.
For a little snake tale, this story sure had legs. On late night,
Well, they found that Egyptian cobra that had gone missing from the Bronx Zoo today. Turns out it was in Lindsay Lohan's purse.
and online. In just days, the cobra's fake Twitter feed attracted more than 200,000 followers with its snake-eyed escapades around the Big Apple. Leaving Wall Street, these guys make my skin crawl. Then, on top of the Empire State Building, all the people look like little mice down there. Delicious little mice. And finally,
here in the Bronx,
if you see a bag of peanuts inexplicably moving around the ground at Yankee Stadium today, just ignore it. It's probably nothing. The snake's followers were disappointed. The missing Bronx Zoo cobra was in zoo all along, one tweeted. This snake is the balloon boy of our generation. Still, she slithered her way into headlines, onto mugs, even into this weatherman's unforgettable forecast.
Snaky, snaky.
Sorry, we just had to squeeze that into this piece. It's worth telling you now that the Reptile House is hoping to reopen here at the zoo next weekend. They actually have a naming contest in the works to try to come up with a name for this snake. And we haven't heard a word from that twittering snake since its capture, but we did exchange emails, and it tells me it still has something else up its sleeve. If only it had sleeves.
You know, whoever that person is who is the fake Bronx Zoo snake, we need to basically hire that person. Really funny person. And by the way, my eyes hurt from that last video. I know, exactly. Peter Alexander, thanks so much.